Should we be clap syncing or something?
Yeah, watch me.
Watch you? You don't have a video.
We're horrible people.
Yeah.
Just have that as the
Yeah, I actually
intro.
want that to be the end. We're horrible people. And then, Inkxz gives us like...
That's going to be the start. That's going to be the opening line.
We're horrible people. Hello and welcome back to Tangents to Curve. I had
Still
to
counts.
commute. I had to commute to this recording.
I had to commute to downstairs. I had to set up the mic stand and everything.
Shh, you'll make us sound too professional. They might start expecting quality.
I think if they followed us this long, they can't start expecting quality now. It's too much to ask.
Is anybody flailing in agony?
Well,
No, but I'll give you guys a brief word of warning. I've made my coffee slightly stronger than I'm meant to because I was wanting to use up the rest of the beans. So it's like a good 4 shots of espresso in this coffee. So if I seem entirely the same as usual, you know why.
basically, if you pass out in 20 minutes,
When we peel you off the ceiling.
they'll be like, Inkxz, are you there? Are you there, Inkxz?
I am speaking, it's just too fast for human ears to comprehend.
I like that me with no art experience is still in charge of the art.
You've got more art experience than us. So,
You've drawn our logo for our pub quiz team.
That is true. I have
Ooh.
drawn a slow coach.
We joined up with some old people because usually the two of us just get our asses kicked.
yeah.
Because you need to have knowledge of, before the 90s to be able to do anything.
That
Nothing
wasn't
happened before the
90s.
The world didn't exist before the 90s.
The Romans happened before the 90s. Is that what they mean?
They're in like the 70s, right?
So,
Oh, also, the art's great. Love it. I like how it's next to a stop sign, so it's even slower than usual.
it's disregarding the law. It's not stopped bus.
It's just going so slow that no one cares to make the difference.
I should have just put Megabus on the side.
That's just going backwards.
What did you think the stop sign meant? I thought it meant slow.
I thought that stop was Welsh for go.
Alright.
Although that was ridiculous. There weren't enough L's and W's for it to be Welsh, but you know.
I didn't have enough spit in my throat for it to be Welsh.
Exactly. Good morning to
No,
you too.
Colin was Welsh.
I've got a friend who lives in a town called Pontypridd in Wales.
I know it.
And I could never pronounce it right because it was always like Pontypridd, and then he'd be
Yeah.
like, "No, it's Preed" or something like that. And I still don't know how to pronounce it now. So
Threes.
I just started annoying him by calling it Pony Pride. And he's like quite a masculine football playing guy. So I was like, oh, I tried visiting to Pony Pride.
Love it. Remember one of my D&D sessions, one of the people was playing like an alternate history version of this Welsh folk hero called Owain Glyndŵr, but I had no idea how to pronounce that at first because the vowels don't match the way that it's said. So it took me ages to figure out how to just pronounce this guy's name, but that's fair because most of the names that I use for stuff in my D&D campaigns are unpronounceable for everyone else. Yeah.
Simon, that's my D&D character. I don't know why you can't pronounce it.
I know.
It's a fairly common name.
It's like one of the characters I had in there was like one of the harbingers of the apocalypse, and they're all named after well, they're all given names which are Icelandic words, and so his one is Oyicht, but it's spelt Ogilt with some accents thrown in there, and because no one could figure out how to pronounce it, everyone just called him Mother Jones. And so it was just like, yes, we've got all the 4 harbingers. There's Bardaga, there's Syl, there's Vakiast, and there's Mother Jones.
So, welcome to Fake News or No News. That's my jingle.
No
What?
budget expended. Literally no budget expended.
Wait. I can add budget. Just let me get my wallet. There we go. I hit my wallet against the microphone. So much money.
But
The
we
sound
already
of
know
money.
your wallet's empty.
Hey, my wallet is full of change. And it's mostly coppers, but you know, it's still change. It's still money there.
Do you mean that the money is mostly from the coppers that arrested you?
I mean, that was more implied than said, but yes.
So our game show round this week will be
Inkxz.
playing like those 2-penny arcade machines. It'll be fantastic visual drama.
He's
on
just
the
trying to raise
podcast.
enough money for Series 3.
How much did it cost to produce Series 1?
It cost years of my life.
It
I
cost
have twins
humanity.
I've never seen.
Yeah, I'm just going around stealing time from people. Just go like, hello, sir. Could I bother you for some of your time? Sure. Like, just steal their life away. Thank you.
Just stand in front of them for 15 minutes. That's enough time, thank you.
It's like, that's 15 minutes I'm never getting back. I know, but it's mine now.
Careful, we're going into satire mode. This is supposed to be a light-hearted, terrifying quiz.
We can't afford satire.
No, I don't know many zoos that have stuffed versions of the animals they have on display.
Oh, have you not been to zoos?
You've not been
they've
in the
got
gift
them.
shop?
Yeah, the gift shop. So.
Oh, you mean like a plush version, not
Yeah,
like a taxidermied gibbon?
Yeah, no, I mean they've not got
That's
them
what I
like
thought you meant. Just like, how many zoos have just taxidermies of the animals they have?
Might as well do
That makes this
something with
new
it.
story so much better now that I know that it's just a plush gibbon.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, momentary pause because the cat wants to escape.
I would too.
Are you saying the cat doesn't want to join us in this madness?
There's distinctly less cat involved in this podcast now.
I sent it to live on a farm.
Yeah, it's lucky that Eccentric Benedict lives on a farm.
My bedroom is a farm.
Benedict, do you have anything that I can use to clean this shovel?
God.
It's not a shovel.
I can't deadpan long enough for those jokes.
The cat's in a better place now.
The cat's in several places.
Books.
Books.
Books. Me some books.
I'm gonna be really surprised if you can tell me.
What a book is.
Yeah.
It's a sandwich with words.
Oh, that's generally one of my favourite descriptions I've ever heard. I like to force the squiggles into my ears.
I don't know what's happening.
He's
Listening
having
to
a
an
caffeine
audiobook.
overdose.
I'm listening to an audiobook.
50
I'm not that
Shades.
over-caffeinated. I swear.
You like taking pages, rolling them up really thin.
Is that not what an audiobook is?
That'd be an amazing way to read a book with slight different flavours imbued in it, and you just smoke each page individually. Like, yeah.
If
this is
only
a
that
good
worked,
story.
university would have been a hell of a lot easier.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, man. I'd have a bonfire in my room at all times.
Are you burning your books? No, I'm studying.
And just guzzling the ashes.
Pretty sure one of the mock questions we set you years ago was, what would you do if the classics department was on fire?
Then I was like, you know, oh, I'd go and preserve or protect something. Now I'd be like, watch.
Yeah.
I'd try and hide the oil drum.
Pour gasoline all over it. Yeah.
I would quickly find an alibi.
Grab some marshmallows and a stick.
It's
Right.
one of those weird factoids I know. So there's one country where it is legitimately illegal to have sex in the crack between two hotel beds. I can't remember where it is, but it was bizarre. Yeah, it's no problem having sex in the room. You can have sex on the floor, but in between the two hotel beds, that's illegal.
Wow.
What if I separate the beds so that they're either sides of the room, and then we have that on the floor? And that's in between the two beds. The crack is just 10 feet
Shh,
wide.
I can hear the bailiffs.
I've seen my fair of huge cracks in my day.
Yeah, when you said it's illegal to have sex in the crack, I was wondering where you were going.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
There is a Harry Potter book on there, but it's not the Deathly Hallows, amazingly.
I like that because that means that people gave up.
There were
Stuff influenced by Don Quixote. Let's have a look at film adaptation. Oh, it's film adaptations, not the actual books.
It's amazing how you store your memory banks like pages on the internet.
It's like a mind palace, but it's a mind web page.
Hurry up and load.
The the idiot.
That's alright, there is content there. So
There's content there. Yeah, there's plenty.
I mean, for this show, there's content everywhere.
It's all over the
for
walls.
quality.
Just scrape the content into this audio bucket, and then we'll just pour that onto YouTube. Okay.
Ink, so you want to explain this game round?
Yes.
No.
If I knew how it worked, then that'd be even better.
Right, I will explain it then.
Good.
I will take the ring to Mordor.
One does not simply explain the game.
I can't carry this podcast, Cthulhu, but I can carry you.
You've been carrying me since episode 1.
It's almost as if
How
we
long?
already started in a games round, but it just got massively derailed.
There's about 3 other episodes where we've done this, and you've gone in with. It's almost like we had a whole separate section that didn't make the final cut.
I wonder how that happened.
What can I say? There's a lot of deja vu on this show.
There's a lot of what?
Deja vu.
If that was a joke.
I know, I have to complete it for the joke to work.
50% of our audience got it, so half of Mrs. X is.
The other half has had a stroke. Did you hear the hesitation before that? As I was wondering if I could go there.
That's going to end up on
edit
the
it out.
outtakes reel.
On the
To
first
say,
round.
we were at the night doing some weird kind of Chinese whispers drawing game, and he came right after me with the way we were passing them round, so I was just giving him the most convoluted instructions possible.
He was doing it to make me draw the hardest possible. Like, draw a treasure map with dinosaurs. I checked. When we did the end of the round, no dinosaurs anywhere else. He just wanted to see what I'd do.
I'm starting to think maybe we should just leave these deleted scenes, not even in the outtakes. We just keep calling back to scenes that aren't there.
Or we leave them in and keep calling them deleted scenes and make people really
Yeah.
confused.
What if we
That-
take
that's
all
it.
of our content that we say, whenever we say this is a deleted moment, we put that into the outtakes and leave everything else?
We'll
You
just
can
leave the
edit it.
entire podcast, just have the end with us saying goodbye. Just submit that.
Help.
I'm so alone.
It's okay, we've got the cheese wagon to keep you company.
Oh, another warm embrace. I wish it didn't melt so often.
It wasn't rotting so badly after the 2 years.
I just lay back on my bed of camembert.
Oh, it's a horrible image.
Especially because Cthulhu has so many tentacles. It's just like splashing about in a sea of gone off cheese.
So on that wonderful image.
I'm gonna draw that.
Cheese string man in a melting cheese wagon. Is he made of wagon, or is the wagon made of him? He screams, or he does not know.
He screams, but there's nothing else to do.
He tries to scream, but the camembert fills his mouth.
He just gargles away in terror.
If you ever see cheese bubbling, that is why. It's the soul of trapped cheese.
I think if there's any sound effect that we can metaphorically compare this podcast to, it's a gargle of terror. And I mean, I suppose you have some experience with film as well, Cthulhu, but
Yeah, but we
None
can't
of us
talk.
do.
We can't talk about those ones.
yeah.
Nuns with Guns 9.
Oh, you should totally make that a film.
Why is that a shotgun under your frock, or are you just happy to see me?
Edit out the brief moment of silence where that joke landed.
I can't find where the joke landed. Can you point it out on a map?
Yeah, like you say, for historians, it's a problem that nobody keeps a diary anymore.
Yeah.
We're contributing to the fabric of humanity.
Yeah. Do
They
you
were-
how excited do you think they'd be when they find some of our news stories are fake? They'll be like, "Oh my goodness, this Gibbon thing is incredible." Oh.
They were years ahead of their time.
For the record, we've never seen a Gibbon. They're gone. They're all gone.
There's only the plush toys of them that remain.
It's almost enough to think they were never here at all.
It then just smash cuts to all of us in a given enclosure. I'm not sure what that's supposed to say, but it certainly says something. I don't know what noises penguins make. I assume they quack.
Depends how hard you hit them.
Well, I don't know. I never really liked the Netherlands.
You realise that most of the UK is going to be underwater too, right?
I live on a hill.
Oh, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, we're about 200 feet or meters above sea level, aren't we? So,
Yeah, we actually are fine where we are. Yeah.
We're just gonna have
What about the
pineapples
shops?
and watch all of our neighbours drown.
I mean,
What
by the
about the
time we get hit, there are bigger global problems.
What about all of our various listeners?
As long as they still have access to electricity, we're fine.
Yeah, are you
Just keep
guys
that
still-
electricity above the water level.
If it floods a transformer, you guys won't have the internet or electricity.
Oh,
We'll have to go back to board games.
cassettes. We're gonna mail all of them a cassette of them.
Could record it on a hand cranked. This is tangents to a curve.
We've never been more successful than since we went edgy hipster and hand delivered the podcast. Thank you for listening. We're so alone.
This was a mistake, wasn't it?
Yes.